Testing, testing. This is the Motivated Medic.
The Motivated Medic.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1. Testing, testing, testing.
Hey guys, Tony Falzone with the Motivated Medic. So last week we talked about having a plan and developing that plan, and a big part of that is having somebody that speaks truth into your life and really kind of gives you an idea of what you should be working on, what you should be doing from education, experience, those kinds of things. So I've got some pretty cool individuals here. We are at the ECHO conference in Philadelphia, and have Matt Adams, who's been my mentor, and he's been speaking truth into my life, and it's really helped kind of mold where I'm at now, and also for the future as a flight paramedic. And then I've got this guy right here, Mr. John Von Ron, as we call him. And both of these guys have a lot of experience. They may not think so, but us future flight crew people trying to get into the HEMS industry, they have a lot to offer us. So I'm going to ask some questions and kind of get some feedback, and hopefully that will help with the mentorship side, and we can expound upon that in some later videos. So without any further ado, so what do you guys as mentors, and I know you've been mentored by other individuals and in flight and everything else, what's some key aspects that people need to look at for one, choosing a mentor if they have that option, and what are some things that they need to hone in on?
I think a lot of it gets into making sure the people that are in your life serving as a mentor are doing it for the right reason and doing it because they want to help grow you as an individual or as a professional, whatever the case may be. Because we can both have professional mentors and ones in our personal life as well. But I think it's important to have someone who's willing to do it for the right reason, step up and as a mentor, it's not always saying the happiest thing, the thing that makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside. It may be telling someone that they really need to get their act together. They need to look at making some difficult decisions or some difficult moves in a professional aspect. So I think it's really, just trying to find someone who is willing to do it for the right reasons. And it can be difficult because you have a lot of people out there who are willing to give you their opinion. But again, I think the more you talk to that person, if you see that they're doing it for their own personal gain or they're just telling you their opinion because they want to talk to you, that's much different than someone. Von Ron was one of my mentors as I came into the world of critical care paramedicine, and he was someone that I could tell almost instantly was genuine and he was doing it for the right reasons. So,
yeah, I think like you keep saying, speak truth, and I think that's exactly what it is. And Matt pointed out that it's not, it's a bigger picture thing. And so I think people that are legitimately trying to help, legitimately trying to mentor others are doing it from a wider perspective. So you're looking at the industry as a whole, or your system or program or company as a whole, or maybe even just your truck, you and your partner, and you're developing the skills and the skill set.
Some of those newer people coming in, exactly.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And so hopefully it's an unselfish thing, very much more the other side, that altruistic kind of, we want to be better in the future. We want the next generation to be better than we are now.
I mean, somebody's going to be taking our place at some point.
Right.
So we don't want a bunch of idiots taking our place. We want people that not only know what they're doing, but they love what they do.
Exactly.
And that's something that since I joined was accepted in the future flight crew, and that's something you apply through ECHO. It's for the conference. You can apply and become a future flight crew member, and that helps develop a mentorship. That's how I got into it. But with all of that, it really impacts your career, and it definitely sends you off on a good note. So, as far as would you say, they don't have a mentor? Where do they start? And obviously, when we talked about the future flight crew, that's a great place to start. Put an application in the next go around. But what are some other ways that they can get some mentors?
I think you've got to look at people who are doing what you want to do, whether it's someone like yourself who's able to go out and give all these inspirational speeches and reach out and talk to people, if it's someone that is already working in the profession you want to be in, maybe taking a look at someone who's doing what you want to do and reaching out to them, setting up a time where you can sit down and talk to them and try to figure out exactly how they got where they got. And again, I think a lot of those conversations will kind of open some doors and shed a little light on whether or not they're willing to help you, if they're doing it for the right reasons, or if it's someone who, they got the job, but they don't really want to help grow the team. And that's something I know a lot of us believe heavily in, is building up the team around you, making sure you have good support structure, and just going from there.
Yeah, I think it starts off from a clinical perspective. That's usually the initial question. So you have a tough patient or a difficult case or something, maybe just a question about something you read, and you go to someone and you ask a question clinically. And then their response to that question is often a pretty good indicator of where that relationship will go. So if it is someone who is invested and they answer and they're eager and they're excited and they follow up with research and articles and all that kind of stuff, I think that's a relationship that will continue. And so it becomes almost a natural born thing. Whereas if you go and you ask them a question and they respond to something of, I don't know, I don't care, it doesn't matter, that's probably not an individual that would make a fantastic mentor. So if you're seeking that relationship, often that's it's a pretty good first step. When you have a difficult question, find somebody that you think would answer it well and ask. And then their response is a pretty good indication of where it'll go in the future.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for your time and for your expertise. I mean, there's a lot of us that are still developing, and we wouldn't be anywhere where we're at if it wasn't for you guys doing what you do. So thank you. And his last name isn't Von Ron, it's Von Rosenberg. So,
it is. Nice pronunciation.
Yes.
Well done.
So, sorry, didn't clarify that in the beginning. But so mentors, be about it. Look up Echo Future Flight Crew. It's a great place to start, especially if you're looking to get into HEMS. Anywhere else, message me, comment on this video, and we'll talk about it and start a discussion and start talking about this. I love what I do. I want you to love what you do, because at the end of the day, it's about our patients and coming home to our families safely. So this is the Motivated Medic signing out.